So you're probably wondering, why should you build the custom keyboard in 2024? And that's what I'm here for, because today we're building a custom keyboard. It costs $300, and we are sponsored by IQunix. But of course, because it's a live stream, they can't review the live stream and they can't tell me what to say. So we're going to have a little bit of fun today. Now, the keyboard that we're building is a little bit unique, and it's behind me, and we'll be getting to it later. But there are a couple reasons why you might want to build a custom keyboard in 2024. Number one, choice. Because obviously, if you build a keyboard, you get to choose your switches, your keycaps, and your case. And number two, another reason why you might want to build a custom keyboard is that it could thawk, but maybe pre-built keyboards could also thawk. So let's get into it. We're going to build a keyboard. It's going to be chill. I'm going to answer some of your questions along the way. And howdy, hey, everyone. It's been quite a while since I've done a live stream. I hope you guys are all doing all right. There might be some hiccups along the way as I get back into this. It's been a hot minute. Howdy, hey, howdy, hey. Hope all of you are doing well. Okay, I think I've got this working most of the way. Thok, goat is back. Thok. I see YouTube chat has never changed. Still people spamming men. It's good to be back. War never changes. Okay, so the board that we're building today is the IQunix Nature 80. Let me go ahead. I'm going to pull it up in Firefox and then take a little gander at it and show you guys what's up. So, all right. Oh, wow. My whole screen just changed color temperature because I opened a browser. That's interesting. Swap over to... I've got a Firefox tab, right? Do I not? Hold on. Switch to this one. Nope. That's the wrong one. Wait, I've got this. Hey! Okay, that basically worked. Let me just scale this to the right size. And we're good to go. There we go. Maybe? No. Transform. Fit to screen. Yay! Everybody say yay! So, this is the keyboard we're going to be building today. IQunix did sponsor me to check this out. This is the Nature 80 Aura. I'm going to be looking at the bare bones version. However, they have sent me some switches and keycaps, which I'll be investigating later. So I'm pretty excited for that. It comes in a lot of different colors. And I was actually really surprised that it comes in so many colors because this is an in-stock keyboard. So they ship it within a week. To me, I'm super excited to see more boards that are like actually unique, but also in stock. I think this is a huge plus because you get a weird design, but it's not a group buy. Some fun things that we'll be checking out. Tri-mode. We got VIA. We got VIA and tri-mode. How are they doing that? Is that magic? There's also switch variants that we might be able to look at. They're only $30 extra for... Wait, is my math right? $319 to $289. $30 for 87 switches is not bad if they're good. If they're good switches, that is. Yeah, they've got their shipping. 25 to North America is not terrible either. Usually you see 20 to 40. Jake Martins, howdy hey. Hipyo, thanks for all you do. You got me into mech keyboards just over a year ago, and I'm about to build my 7th board. I am so sorry. I mean, you're welcome, but I am so sorry. And Holiday Hoppers, howdy hey. Thanks for the 12 euros. Thanks. I appreciate it. In stock plus unique is super hard though because they run the risk of people not liking them and losing money because of it. Yep. I mean, business owners taking on risk? What is this? The business? That's insane. Yeah, I jest a little bit, but I think it's okay for companies to take on a little bit of risk, especially when they're charging premiums. You know, it is fun to do group buys if it's like more of a friend type of thing. Um, but I don't really see reasons that big companies are doing group buys every time that like a company runs a Kickstarter, like the Rainy 75, for example. It just annoys me and I get mad at them and I'm like, why are you doing this? And they're like, marketing. And I'm like, yeah. So I don't know. I have my gripes. I have points that I've gotten like too bitter with aspects of the hobby. And group buys are definitely one of them. So seeing boards that are less sketchy, I really appreciate that. E1, howdy hey. Will you join my small batch artisan keyboard group buy? If you give me a good reason to, then yes. If there's a good reason that it's a group buy, then yeah. Yeah, maybe I will. If it's just because you don't want to take on any risk, then maybe not. I don't know. Is it 4 keyboards made by Toby and Toby carves his name into all of them? Maybe. Maybe I'll do the group buy. Yeah. I really hate what like FOMO culture did to the keyboard hobby. Like back in 2020 where everyone was just buying group buys because they didn't want to miss out on them, not actually because they liked them. And then there was like so much cope surrounding group buys. And then like 2 years later, once everybody got them, everybody got jaded. Anyways, I digress. The product photos that they took of this board, actually pretty stinking gorgeous. Personally, I saw like the side flaps and I was like, that's an interesting design choice. But then I was like, oh, that's an interesting design choice. Something I haven't seen in a while when every board starts to look exactly the same. So I hope they sent me red because red is really pretty. I doubt that they sent me red, but I do really hope that they sent me red. Also, here's the inside for any of you that are excited to see the inside of the board. I see. Let's break this down. We've got keycaps, if you include them, switches, plate-mounted stabilizers, interesting choice, gaskets, and a FR4 plate, foam in between the plate and PCB, as well as PE foam, and just some case foam, as well as an internal weight. That's really interesting that they went with the internal weight, and then just a little badge. Huh. Cool. Is there a Sangan bottom row option? Let's look. There's additional plate options. I'm not seeing plate support for Sangan. Via is great. Silverback Yeti. Howdy hey. Thanks for the Twitch sub. Howdy hey, howdy hey. Why is my chat not on screen? Hold on. Have I done it? Is chat back on screen? Hey, it's back. Okay. Cool. Let me just edit this so you guys can see chat if you go full screen. I really like watching streams in full screen. I don't know about you guys. Theme. Let's see. Okay, this is a bit more readable. Flushy the Melon. Howdy hey. Thanks for the euro. I appreciate it. Okay. So it doesn't seem like there's going to be any alternate layout support, which is a bit of a bummer for some more custom-friendly people. I made a custom. It's a Wellmere custom with GMK Laser 2 and Glorious Holy Pandas. I had it for a while. Any upgrade recommendations? I mean, for upgrade recommendations, it really just depends on what you're missing out on, right? Anytime that you want to build a custom keyboard, just ask why do you want to build the custom keyboard? Do you want it to feel different? Do you want it to feel a little bit smoother, a little bit more responsive? Do you want to use it for gaming? Do you want it to sound more dampened? Personally, I have been getting really into silent keyboards just because like I like the silent thok. So maybe try some silent switches. Yeah. Howdy hey. Thank you everybody for all the subscriptions and the donations. Ro Chi. Howdy hey. Awesome to finally watch a live webinar. We're here with the live webinar, everyone. Let's go. Okay. Oh, there's little... I didn't see that there's going to be color badge indents. Yeah, I think that covers the basic product page overview. If you guys are interested in this board, you can type !build or check the description at any point. I've got it linked down below with a paid affiliate link. You can use code Hipyo to save 5%, I think. Oh, also, hey, what do you guys think of this mug? What do you guys think of this mug? Would you buy this mug? It's got the blue little fill. It's got a little keycap that's out of control. Look at him. He's completely lost control. He's not in control of his life whatsoever. This little guy's just flailing. Anyways, if you're interested in that, let me know. I might launch it soon. If you're wondering what I'm drinking green tea. I've gotten so obscenely into green tea that I'm now importing First Flush Sencha from Japan. Is that pretentious? Maybe. I don't care. It tastes incredible. I'm in love with it now. I cannot stop. It's quite possibly a problem. It is a true addiction to green tea. But it doesn't matter. It makes me happy. It makes me happy. Anyways, let me just mute my mic because I'm going to move it up. Hello? Hello, hello? Is this better? Yes, this is better for me. So, how do you prepare it? How the instructions say. So, like, some of them you brew at like 130 degrees Fahrenheit, which I found really interesting. It makes the tea taste totally different. I've got, like, my electric kettle that I set temperature on. I've got one of those fancy little Japanese teapot things, and then also, like, a normal teapot thing. I haven't gotten too crazy yet with how I prepare it, but yeah. Okay. I'm making my first keyboard. I'm using Acco V3 Cream Blue Pro and wanted to make sure that they are cherry profile and can fit my keycaps. Huh? Like the Acco switches? Basically, if your switch has the cross stem, then odds are it will fit your keycaps. It's a pretty good chance. Legdad did do the mug character, yes. Legdad is a brilliantly talented little artist guy. Okay. So, later in the stream, I'll be looking at whatever is in here. Let me move myself down here. Oh. There we go. Oh, yeah, this is great. Now you probably can't see my feet. Even better, actually. I don't want you guys to see my feet. Yet. But you can see my legs. Look at these thunder thighs. Holy moly. Oh, these are switches. Okay. So we've got the switches, and I'll be taking a look at them later. And then this says keycap set. We love a good keycap set. So we'll be also taking a look at that later. Oh. Okay. You can see my underwear. That's kind of hot. Whatever. I guess that's what you guys are here for anyways, so. Anyways, this is the box. Now, this keyboard costs $319 if you want switches with it. Or if you want bare bones, it costs $289. Now, that's pretty expensive. And a lot of you are probably thinking, but Hipyo, I could buy a pre-built keyboard for 1/3 of the price. And that is 100% true. This is where we get into the realm of you're not buying this for the budget, period. You don't buy a custom keyboard at this price point for the budget. You buy it for the design, or you buy it for the vibes. So let's determine if the design and the vibes and the craftsmanship are up to standards. No, number one, this unboxing is kind of crazy. We've got all of your hotkeys on this transparent looking sheet. You buy it because you like nice things? Yes. Yeah, exactly. Precautions. So this is telling me that there's plastic on the outside of the keyboard. However, I've actually already checked to make sure that the keyboard exists. So, yeah. Why is my chat isn't like auto-scrolling on YouTube? That's kind of weird. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Now, another reason why you might buy a custom keyboard is maybe a more premium unboxing experience. Having individually labeled boxes is pretty fancy. IQunix's last board was a pain and a half to build. Hopefully this one is easier. Is that like the 1+1 or whatever it was? Where it looked like an America keyboard? That was a bit of a pain to build. How do I get this out? Ugh. There we go. 1. Let's open 1 and see what's in. Hipyo, guess what? I have a GMMK Pro. Do you hate me now? Why would I hate you for having a GMMK Pro? I might feel bad, but I won't hate you. I'm not a random Discord user. Okay. This is like quite possibly one of the thickest keycap and switch pullers I've ever seen. But comes with it also a premium little metal screwdriver handle with the 2 bits that you need to disassemble the board. All of these are really nice touches. They really kind of just add to my overall vibes being decent. So far, the vibes are decent. And we'll kind of keep like a vibe check throughout the whole entire process. If at any point I get grumpy, the vibes probably aren't that good. And there are boards that make me grumpy, so let's hope this isn't one of them. What is this? Whoa! Okay. These are your little colored accent doodly bops. That's a cool touch. We like that. Colored accent doodly bops. And then rubber feet. Oh yeah, the 1+1 was pretty frustrating. I read on this board's website that it's pre-built, so you only need to assemble it with the switches and keycaps. You don't actually have to build the keyboard itself. So I am looking forward to that because I kind of want a chill vibe today. I'm leaving town on Friday, and I just want to relax a little bit. Just hang out. What is this? Ooh. Okay. Here we have a 2.4 gigahertz dongle. Now, this is actually something that's exciting me, is seeing quote-unquote luxury keyboards, or like the fancier keyboards, start to add features that the cheaper keyboards have. Because paying $600 for a board and losing features, that's like a photography thing. Like, I don't need that in keyboards. Here's a 2.4 gigahertz wireless dongle. This is how you get to use the wireless on the keyboard. We'll test that later. Set that over there. So that's box 2. I think let's put box 2's stuff over here on the ground. And, oh, this is heavy. Why is box 3 so heavy? Why is box 3 so heavy? Whoa. Okay. Oh, it's the cable. Wait, this is like the other IQunix cables. Like, this is really, really quite hefty. Let me try and show this to you guys. Oh yeah, it's showing off pretty well. That is a solid cable. Like, I wouldn't say, I'd say it's actually on par with like Cable Mod. The endpoints actually feel more solid than like a Cable Mod cable. So maybe this is something you'd probably spend 20 to 30 bucks on. It's got this really solid aviator connection, but the coil is a little bit uneven. Like, you see that the coil isn't, it's not perfect. Personally, I hate coiled cables. I would love for them to include a straight cable version of this, like with the really solid metal connectors, and maybe even like an aviator connector in the middle, but just not a coil. But some people love coiled cables. That was a huge trend. Absolute huge trend. Okay, here we go. Put this back in here. And then let's check out the keyboard. I think, oh, there's a 4. Wait, am I gonna have to build this? What's in 4? Huh. That cable needs to relax. It's too wound up. Yo, that cable's like my back after getting back into rock climbing this week. Okay, here we go. An envelope. What do you think's in here? Oh. Oh, okay. Interesting. Wait. I see spare gaskets. I see an FR4. Wait. No, polycarbonate plate. It looks like FR4 because it's got the gold touch. And it had the polycarbonate plate with really nice gold accents. And some spare foam. Asking how much the keyboard costs? $289 for the bare bones version that we are building today. I've got it linked down below, or you can type !build if you want to check it out. It's an in-stock board, which is really nice. So this was 4. Wait, wasn't there a box for 4? Oh. We'll check out that stuff later. Here we go. Okay. There we go. I want to make this chat like keep scrolling. Can I make it keep scrolling? I haven't used Streamlabs in a while. I'm sorry, guys. One moment. It says my video resolution. I'm confused. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys. I'm not confused. Okay. Let's look at the... Whoa! Whoa! All right. I see you. Wow, wow, wee, wow. This is really heavy and really solid. Which, I would hope so. That's nice. You mentioned liking silent switches recently. Is there a specific switch or brand you would recommend? Like Eppomaker's Sea Salt silent switches are really nice. Wuche silent switches are really nice. Let's peel this off. Ignore that my hands are sweaty. Just like don't think about that, all right? So it's got this cute little badge down here. It has plate-mounted stabilizers, which is really interesting to me. Plate-mounted stabilizers on a $300 board? Okay, so I have two thoughts. On that. It could be a good thing, or it could be a bad thing. If they're good plate-mounted stabilizers, and this is a hot take, you guys are going to have to bear with me on this one. But if the plate mount stabilizers are good, they're better. They're better than PCB mount because you can pull them out at any time without having to take apart your whole board. Is that a hot take? I don't know. Maybe it's a hot take. I know it's sponsored, but I hope you don't mind me saying it, but this this looks so ass. I mean, looks are definitely subjective. I have been known to say when things look bad. I think this looks good though. I don't think like, it's really long. But I really like the flat profile, and I like the color blocking that they've done here. I think it's really nice. Like, everything feels too rounded on a lot of keyboards, so it's nice seeing like a board commit to like a blockier, more geometric design. Leave a fingerprint on the badge. There's some sweat for you. Is that good? It is fingerprinting a lot, but part of that is sweat. So, yeah. Hopefully that's okay. I am like a bit confused on the Nature 80 name. I think by Nature 80 they're meaning like rocks, you know? Like, this is like a rock type of vibe. Which, like, their art featured rocks prominently, and like, dang, you are sweaty. Thank you so much. I try. I'm actually like, I'm pumping this out for you guys, the sweat. Yeah, so this is the case. At a glance, full aluminum. Hiram, howdy hey. Thank you for the Prime sub. I really appreciate it. Full aluminum. I'm not getting a lot of ping. A little bit of top row ping. Little bit of top row ping. FR4 plate. It says it's gasket mounted. I'm not getting a lot of gasket performance. There's some flex. But you probably won't feel it while typing because it's relatively stiff. Now, these little badges right here, these are the colored badges that you see. They kind of just like, why can I not tilt that? There we go. They kind of just sit on with magnets, which is kind of cool. So you could choose to swap out these little bloop blops for different colors if you'd like. The other, where's the other color bloop blop? Oh, okay. Wait. Where does it go? Oh, I see. Okay. I see. So you can swap out this right here. You can pull it out and plop it back on. Oh, that's cool. That's just a nice little touch if you wanted to like change up the vibe, maybe with your keycap set. Obviously, I'm not going to be using a purple keycap set, so I don't really want purple. But I think I do want maybe this like... Yo, why is there singing in my jazz? Hold on, get out of here. What color do you think I should go? Maybe the blue? I really like the top blue. For whoever's saying Aqua King switches, please, I will not be using Aqua King switches, so you can give up. The blue, I mean, I don't think it matches as well as I thought it would. Maybe white? Sorry if you're colorblind. The white? Maybe the red is the touch. Yeah, I think the red. Let's test that. I think the dots kind of make it harder to match all of the colors. But let's test out the red. Because like the gray is like really gray. They have... No, actually they don't have one that matches the case. That is kind of funny. Like the closest match was the ones that were installed, but it's an off match. It's not an actual match. This is like, it's cool. I think red is the most prominent. Yeah. It's got the retro vibe. We like the retro vibe. Hold on, let me drink another sip of my tea. Okay. Anyways, I don't think I need the gaskets right now. I don't think I need this. I'll change up these bloop blops later if needed. Let's check out. Well, number one, are the stabilizers bone dry? Well, actually, wait. I think they're pre-lubed. I think I see some lube. Do you guys see like the little bit of lube on the stabilizers? I'm gonna test these. Generally, you have to lube your own stabilizers. Sometimes, nowadays, it's gotten a little bit like some stabilizers are good enough from the factory. Some stabilizers require you to put in the work. I think my perspective is anytime the stabilizers are good enough, I'd say that's a win because you're saving the user like 10 to 15 bucks with all of the like Krytox and the brush and the little knickknacks. Nowadays, it's gotten a little bit easier because some places sell syringes. Like Kinetic Labs sells like lube syringes, so you can just kind of shoot them right in. They've gotten better. I've had some boards lately where I'm like, wow, I literally don't need to touch these stabilizers. And I've had some boards where I'm like, these are the worst. I've heard wonders about WS and TX, but I've had to tune both. So I've tried quite a few WS stabilizers and quite a few TX stabilizers. And what I've experienced is that it's a mix with both. Sometimes you get lucky, and sometimes you don't. And that it is what it is. Yeah. It is what it is. Anyways. Let's check out the switches. Let's check out these switches. So, I think... Oops, why can't I hear myself? I think these are the switches that would typically cost... hold on. $30? Yeah. They're from IQunix. You can choose to have them pre-installed. Okay, yeah, these are the Moonstone Turbo switches. Moonstone Turbo switches. First time seeing you stream? Well, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's been a while. In fact, I even forgot to let my Discord know that I'm streaming, so let me do that. At Stream Ping. I'm live for the first time in a few months. Building a Nature 80. Alright, at everyone. Cool. Now we've got some more people that might funnel in. So welcome everyone that's going to start to funnel into the build. So the switches that we have here today are the Moonstone Turbos. Let me see if I can pull up some info on these. Yes. All right. Copy this over to Firefox. And let me pull up Firefox. Bazinga. So these are the Moonstone Turbo switches. You can get them like basically pre-installed or whatever. If I give you a little bit more info on them. They're linear. They're 5-pin. Their sound is deep and thok. 45 gram operating with 55 gram bottom out. 3.1 total travel. They say perfect for gaming. I will say probably pretty decent for gaming. Probably a little bit like a speed switch. Interesting. Made of POK material. Is this like... It's manufactured by like Haimu? It's got the light guide. I wonder who manufactured these. I'm not going to spoil it with the typing test, I think we'll just give them a shot and we'll build them up with them. See what happens. Okay. How do I make my GMK67 sound better? I did tape mod and foam mod and I have Aqua Cream Yellow Pros, but whatever it's called. Check out my video where I modded the GMK67. That might give you some ideas. I think I put Eraser Putty. I did the E1 mod, and that was pretty prime. Shoot. Where are my scissors? You know what? I'm going to use terrarium scissors. Earlier this week, I spent like 4 hours doing terrarium maintenance. Yeah, that was a bit of a doozy. I replaced all of the bottom soil in my whole terrarium. For those of you that haven't watched a Hipyo stream in a long time, or maybe never seen one, behind me, that's my poison dart frog tank. So this is where my poison dart frogs are. I have 4 poison dart frogs. They're little fellas. I love them very much. They're cute little guys and they hop around and stuff. I'm using a wide angle lens so you can't really see in there, but you can kind of get the vibe. Yeah, super fun. I really... Did you know that you could just get poison dart frogs? Like, that's just like a thing that you could do. Like, you could just get them. What do you feed them? I feed them springtails, baby isopods, and flightless fruit flies. Do you watch Serpa Design? Yes. Every one of his videos. Are they still poisonous? They're not. They're not poisonous. They are poisonous based on their diet. So when you keep them in captivity and you don't feed them anything high in alkaline, whatever the hex, then you're totally okay. Okay, these Moonstone Turbo switches. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, these... I hear literally no ping. Like, hold on, let me turn my noise filter off. How do I turn this off? Okay, wait. Did I just turn it on? Is it off now? I think it's off now. Hold on. Pretty stinking sick, right? That's really nice. What color are they? They're Ranotomea variabilis southerns. I think I said that right. Maybe I said that wrong. They're thumbnail dart frogs. They look really pretty. Thoughts on having 2 switch types on one board? Super chaotic, Oscar. But if you can think of a reason to do it, like sometimes I'll have different switch types on like my modifier keys, like a heavier spacebar or a heavier enter key, so I don't accidentally hit enter. I've seen that before. You could put different keys on your F-row if you're like running out. Maybe. Yeah. I can't think of many actual reasons why I'd want to put different switch types on a board though. Especially like across your alpha keys, like you want everything to feel similar. If you're exerting different amounts of force with different fingers, that could create some kind of injury. Are the Marandi switches still the best pre-lube linear? That's a tough one now because I feel like over the last year, everything's caught up. So now there's a lot of switches that are on the same exact level as Marandis. I found Marandis to be the most consistent in my experience after trying about 600 to 700 of them. And that's why I prefer them, because I know if I buy a pack of Marandis, then I'm going to have the similar experience between build to build. And to me as a creator, that's important, because if I want to demonstrate 2 boards and I build them both with Marandis, then I have a similar experience with both. So to me, they're really reliable. That being said, I've had switches that I like just as much recently. Like a lot of the HMX linears, super good and affordable. So it's kind of like we're in the glory days of keyboards, and that like lubing switches is a bit of a meme now. Like the Frankenswitch community absolutely quaking. followed an eternity ago and forgot you exist on Twitch. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. This is gonna sound crazy, actually. I actually don't even know if I'm supposed to be live on Twitch right now, but the box was checked to go live on Twitch, and I didn't want to spend the time to figure out how to uncheck it because it was set as like my Streamlabs default. So, I mean, if I get banned from Twitch, I get banned from Twitch. It is what it is. Sorry. Ooh, this is gonna be good. Will you ever make a video talking about ISO keyboard options? So, I've done one video ever on an ISO keyboard, and I probably won't do more. The problem is, like, ISO is a really small pool of people that care about it, but then also for me to get ISO stuff is about just as hard as it is for everyone else to get ISO stuff. So to gather enough info on it would be like a really big investment for what I feel like just wouldn't. It would help some people, but it wouldn't help as many people as I'd hoped. So I kind of have to pick my battles. So I'm sorry, ISO gang. You guys have an inferior layout to ANSI. It's not my fault. But it is what it is. ISO would help almost all of Europe. I mean, yes, but also. I don't know. I see the ISO stuff a lot, and it's like, but in reality, what's that different? Like ISO enter? Maybe the left shift? I hate the left shift in ISO. I like a big ISO enter key. But like ultimately, other than that, like you can kind of just use a normal layout in VIA, right? Like, am I missing something? It is what it is. It is what it is should be my catchphrase. I say that way too much. It's my way of like basically saying like, that's all I have to say. Howdy, hey, thank you for the raid. Go boy. The left shift. I absolutely hate ISO left shift with a passion. And I'm sorry, it's my personal preference. I hate it. As someone that does a lot of gaming, especially like gaming with my left shift, is a red. Howdy, hey, thanks for the sub. Yeah, as someone that like does a lot of gaming, ISO left shift sucks. We need space for our AEO. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a bit different. UK layout equals better? I don't know. Yeah, so it is the most Hipyo thing ever to stream during a time where Europe is going to be the most active viewers and then just trash talk Europe. So Europe, I'd like to say, let me just take a moment. You guys are better. You have walkability, culture. Keep it up. Keep it up, Europe. You guys are doing good with that. Your keyboard layouts, though, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Biking, that's pretty cool too. Healthcare, I don't know. Ask the UK about that one. They have some trouble. I guess they're not in the EU anymore, but few places with good healthcare. Public transport, oh, stop it, you dog. Hiking, come on. Hiking is your... Have you seen where I live? Seattle has some of the best hiking in the world within like an hour drive. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to brag, but I'm going to take the point on hiking, all right? You guys can have walkability. You can have your public transport. Jimothy, howdy, hey, thanks for the Prime sub. You guys can have all that other stuff. You're really good at that. Keep that up. But come on, hiking. I mean, come on. Come on. Do you have a temperate rainforest nearby? I don't think so. Oh, the UK does, actually. The UK does have a temperate rainforest. Shoot. Ah. Darn it. Ah. I'm sorry, do you have volcanoes that could explode and literally kill you? Parts of Europe do, actually. Dang. Dang, you guys have a lot. Ugh. Ugh, darn it. Europe's pretty good. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, Europe's kind of based. I hate that for you guys. You should make a trip through Europe. I absolutely love seeing new places, but I absolutely hate travel. Yeah, planes physically hurt me. Every time I fly, I get nosebleeds that are pretty bad. And then I have a lot of dietary issues, which I'm oversharing. You guys don't need to know this. But yeah, effectively traveling absolutely sucks. Biggest thing Seattle has is homelessness. I mean, that's basically anywhere in the US nowadays. Seattle has a lot more than homeless folks or unhoused folks. You probably have altitude sickness. I mean, it's a mix between like the dry air and the... Yeah, anyways. Flying sucks. When I did my trip to Germany, like I had a nosebleed like half of the flight. And having a nosebleed for like 4 hours while you're stuck in a tube sucks. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you guys have experienced that, but it's kind of like not fun. So anyways, traveling a bit stinky for me. I'd love to travel more though, but I just don't know how to quite get around that. You have seasonal allergies? I have allergies all the time. But they do get worse seasonally. Is it good or bad if your plane thawks? I don't know. You're gonna have to ask Boeing on that one. But watch your back. My dog's Snowy. Howdy hey. Thanks for the gift sub. That was really loud, and I have no idea how to make that not loud. But thank you. Have you ever considered Afrin? Yes, but it's highly addictive, right? I use Afrin in like complete emergencies, but that's it. Have you heard of or have opinions on the Velocifier Leo 87? I haven't. But I do know that Velocifier has been pumping out some heat recently, so I'm going to have to check that out. Aries, howdy hey. Usual dietary secret bonus. Thank you. Wait, is this my first time streaming since I got 1 million subs? That's kind of crazy. Huh. Yeah, we have 1 million subs now. So thanks for that, guys. I'm working on a video for it, but it's taking absolute months. I'm trying to make, like, I don't want to spoil too much, but I'm making a gold keyboard for it. So that's going to be really cool. Also, I don't want to spoil too much, but I have 150 pounds worth of keyboards that I'm giving away over the next like 6 months. Yeah. So, it is what it is. Wait, I said it again. Take a shot every time I say it is what it is. I'm on autopilot. Straight up. But I don't know if you guys saw that I launched Boardwalk. No, not 150 British pounds. Shut up, British people. Nobody cares about your currency anymore. 150 LBS, baby. The good old kilogram alternative. British viewers, come on, guys. We only care about your knobs. I just glazed all of Europe for a solid hour. Not the UK, though. No. Don't want to bend pins here. There we go. Oh, this is going to sound obscene. Holy moly. Wait, I'm... Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Greetings from Austria. Well, howdy, hey. Why do I feel like you have strong opinions on Modest Mouse's discography? I actually... he's the float on guy, right? I don't really have any opinions. Is he the float? He's the oh, float on, all right. That one? That's him? Maybe that'd be really awkward if that isn't him. Modest Mouse. I'm a mouse. I'm modest. I got the dogs out. Do you own any high-end boards like the Kohaku or the Unicorn? I don't want to piss anybody off. How do I say this? I don't. I generally stay away from like the hype boards, if that makes sense, or like the I don't want to call them cope boards because they're good keyboards, but I just don't care to enter long group buys, and then I don't care to pay the resale price. I've tried them numerous times at meetups and other stuff, and they're fine. They're keyboards. Yeah. They're good keyboards. Are they groundbreaking? No. I think key Colts were definitely like the most underwhelming keyboard I've ever tried. That one, yeah. Your latest vid is kind of outdated, not gonna lie. I know! I was so mad. Straight up, I filmed this whole video. I edited this whole video about how Google search sucks. I was very passionate about it. I was very upset and angry, and I just made it spur of the moment. And then like 2 or 3 days later, Google integrates AI into their search, and they made it even worse. They somehow made it worse. I was like, what? You made it worse? My video could have been twice as good if I just waited 3 days? Anyways. Oh, that is Modest Mouse. Yeah, Modest Mouse just, like, they're decent, but they're not my main jive. I'm more into, like, pop punk, like, hyper pop, sad stuff. Like John Bellion, Breakdance, Eden, 50 Landing, Glaive, Jeremy Zucker, Quinn 92. Although I feel like I listen to a lot of music. I don't know. Yeah, anyways. Keycaps, underscores. They're decent. I've listened to a few songs, I reckon, in my, yeah. Miko, shout out Miko. Keycap set, Bazinga, Zach Greer, pretty good. I don't know if you guys have heard of Cadelli. I think Cadelli's probably my favorite. Pretty, a little bit mid, but like kind of good though. Okay, so these are kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, honestly, Imagine Dragons is good. All right? Hating on Imagine Dragons doesn't mean that you have better music taste. They are really good at writing a pop song. And if you think you're unique by hating whatever's popular, that actually means that you have less of a personality. Anyways. Is that a hot take? Maybe. This is a really thick plastic. Wow. Do you listen to lights? I don't. So these are the IQunix keycaps. They're pretty boring. I've actually accidentally eaten one of the fruit flies that I feed my frogs. They didn't really taste like much. Yeah. Lonesome Crowded West by Modest Mouse. It might just be one of your jam. I'll have to check it out. So these are double shots. What I want to say is PBT based on the vibe. Let's see. What are these keycaps? Also, how much do these keycaps cost? $79 US. So these are the same price as like Polycaps Hippo. I would say the keycaps are probably the worst value here. Just because it's a relatively smaller kit. But they do have some more fancy options on their website. But, oh wait, you can buy the Little Prince keycaps separate? Oh. Oh. Okay, so like, hold on. Let me pull up the keycaps. And these are all linked on the IQunix website. So if you type !build, then you can check those out. But let me pull up Firefox real quick. Let me show you guys this. Look at these Little Prince keycaps. Like, that wasn't even a sentence that I just said, but these are awesome. These keyboards are so cool. I absolutely love this book. Oh, there's not more pictures, but this is awesome. This is that's a dub. That's worth $89, I'd say, honestly. Like, the kitting's not huge, so it's not great if you have like a weird layout, but I love the aesthetic so much. But yeah, the other keycap sets, they're $79. I'm gonna say the value's not quite there. It's not really providing a unique enough aesthetic. And like, these are decent quality, I'd say, but there's nothing really here that makes me want to recommend them. Hipyo, how's the back posture? Definitely scoliosis out of 10. Yeah. Definitely scoliosis out of 10. I ordered a CPU from a major retailer and got a pair of socks. That's amazing. I remember one time my brother ordered a cosplay from eBay and got a panda that was holding like bamboo. Like a stuffed panda was holding bamboo. Should I use these keycaps? I feel like, don't I have other sets of IQunix keycaps? Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check to see if I have some of the IQunix keycaps. Wait, what is this? How did I even get here? When did I even get? Where am I? Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, let's just go back to the scene for a second. Wow, this is such a cool scene that Hipyo has. Wow, crazy guys. I got these keycaps. These are the boobs keycaps from Omnitype. I think they're gonna fit the aesthetic a little bit better. I'm gonna cut them open and see. I forgot what they look like, but I bought them a little bit ago. So let's check out the boobs keycaps, so the IQunix keycaps are fine, but gray on gray seems so boring to me. I want to build something that's more exciting. I don't just want gray on gray. I could do a lot better. Now, gray on gray might be a good build for someone that's boring, but boobs are pretty sick. All right, there we go. Where did my music go? There we go. Winged Yoshi, howdy hey. Do you have a short video on how to properly use a keycap switch puller for fresh enthusiasts? I don't, actually. It depends on the type of switch puller that you have. It's relatively straightforward though. Like, essentially, there's multiple kinds. So there's the kinds that are like more flat like this. And then there's the kinds that are more scooped like this. I think these are actually worse because they can bend, and then they're way worse for actually switch pulling. So I prefer to use the more basic ones. And then essentially your switches have a clip that kind of locks them into the plate on the top and the bottom. So when you're using your switch puller, you just want to make sure that it goes around the switch. And this is really hard to do. But you fit it around. No, that's really hard to do, like at this angle. And then it pulls the clips, and then you can pull it out. So essentially, you're just using the little bits to put pressure. But yeah, all switch pullers do kind of suck. That's actually a great point. When is the 1 mil special? Maybe in 2 months? I'm gonna be honest. When this year started, I was expecting to hit 1 million subs around August, based on my projection of like the amount of subs that I gained last year. So I was planning for everything to be done around August. And then I hit 1 million subs in April because of the Air Up video and a couple shorts that blew up. Do you remember the semi-automatic Gateron switch puller? Yeah, I absolutely hated it. It did not work well for me. I don't know. What are your thoughts on 3D printing a case and hand soldering the switches? I think it's really cool. If you get enjoyment out of that, super sick. For me, the hand soldering the switches, especially like hand wiring, way too tedious. I just don't get enjoyment out of that. The 3D printing a case part, though, I do get enjoyment out of. Huh. I don't remember this set being so pink. Is this gonna... I don't know if this is gonna work. What do you guys think? Will this work? Like, it's a... Oh. It's a bit bright. Meh, yes. Okay, what's better? Which one's better? The basic gray or the boobs? The pink. I think this is better. It's more of a statement. And you know, anytime I think about nature, I think about boobs. So, I guess that's what we got to do. Boobs for sure. No! The camera overheated. I need to get a replacement to my Sony a7 IV that does better video and doesn't overheat, because it just overheats so often. Anyways, while I put the keycaps on, I don't know if this is going to work. Oh well, too bad. I've already decided it. What's a little bit of chaos? Okay, put this back on. Let's see. I could put a fan on it. There we go. So like, I have a Sony a7 III and a Sony a7 IV. I like the Sony a7 IV's video the best. The 10-bit is really just quite great. Wait. That stabilizer sounds perfect. That is completely stock plate mounted. What? That is insane. Holy. I am so excited for how this is going to sound now, actually. Wait. That is no ticking, completely stock stabilizer. Wow, wow. That's awesome. We'll see if the spacebar sounds good. I'm not gonna press it. I'm gonna leave that for later. Do you plan on doing more videos like the Air Up? Yes. I don't know if you just saw the last video I released on Google search. I feel like that's a similar vein. Some people like that, some people didn't like that. I have a video on HelloFresh, like 70% of the way filmed. And then I got sick again. So I just have to plot out time to spend another week doing stuff. Yeah. So a HelloFresh video might come in like July. For some bizarre reason, every keyboard company has decided to release in June. So my June is already fully booked with keyboard videos. Like, March and April and May was like a keyboard content drought, which was actually really refreshing for me because I got to try other things. But June, guys, it's kind of crazy, all the keyboards that are coming out in June. I think everybody was cooking over winter time, and it's finally all ready. Because there's some crazy stuff. Some crazy stuff. I will give you $7 to charity if you put my comment in a video. I mean, your comment is in this VOD right now. So I think you have to give $7 to charity. Yeah. I feel like everybody's trying to release a Hall Effect keyboard right now. And everybody's trying to hit like that $100 price point right now. And it's going to be crazy. Neo didn't seed you an Ergo? So I don't know if I should say this, but Owl Labs will not send me keyboards. Like, they will not send me keyboards. I don't know if I should say why, but yeah. I tried to buy a Neo 80 in January, and it's still not here. 5 months later. So that's fun. So like, my thesis, this is just a thesis. Owl Labs only sends their boards to smaller creators because smaller creators are less afraid of saying negative things, or more afraid of saying negative things about them. But also, smaller creators don't require any form of payment. Most of the time, they don't want like affiliate revenue or anything like that. And they can kind of just get away with sending their stuff to a bunch of smaller creators, getting free content for it, and kind of moving on with their lives. That has something to do with it. Yeah. But did you try and end their company by giving them a single bad review? No, actually, I've from the QWERTY Keys or Owl Labs boards that I have reviewed, I think I've only said positive things because they're decent boards. Yeah. They are decent boards. But I've also heard from a lot of other creators that they're terrible to work with. So I guess they're just bad to work with. Like, they're weird about things and they don't have a lot of respect for creators. But what I've also found recently is there's some other brands that are like that as well. Which I won't shame them publicly yet, but we're getting close. We're getting pretty close to publicly putting brands on blast. Okay. Hipyotech diss track? I'm close. Yes. Yes. We're getting there. Oh! There's no way that these are this good. Stock plate-mounted stabilizers. Holy. Holy. Wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Incredible. No, I don't have anything against Owl Labs. I think they make good keyboards. I think their actually their PR team's kind of cringe. Yeah. It is what it is. I'm eating salsa and chips while watching Hipyo. Best day ever? That's awesome. So is the low free flow the thockiest for now or something else? For low profile keyboards, the low free flow is like genuinely insane how good it is. Like, when everybody was telling me, did I say it is what it is again? No! God! Why? It's autopilot. I'm not trying. Oh my God. Sorry. Did I shout too loud? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry. Because it is what it is. I didn't realize. I thought I have a noise gate on. I'm so sorry. Hey guys, I'm genuinely really sorry about that. I'm so sorry that I just absolutely ruined your ears. Where is Nola? Oh, the yawn. The little yawn. Oh, perfect timing. Oh, my heart. Are these all? all one use, or are they normal? No, they're normal. Wait. Alt. What's the layout of this board? Super. I'm glad she's doing all right after the murder attempt by Google. Oh, so they fixed that, which is kind of crazy. It's fixed now. It no longer tells you that the plant is safe. So that's good. Wait, is there? Alt Super FN Control. What is she doing? Look at that primordial pouch. Hot dog. Look at that pouch on that kitty cat. Do you know what stabs they use in this keyboard? I think they're just IQunix stabs, but they're plate mounted and they're really good. Hipyo, do you remember me? Yeah, I remember your little Minecraft Roblox profile picture. Oh, here she comes. Oh. Is she gonna grab a snack? Oh, the big stretch. She's gonna grab a snack. What the Sigma? That meme is so funny. I don't know. I don't know why I find that so funny. You got any experience with the Neo 80? I've been thinking about getting one. It's my first custom board. You want to know my experience with the Neo 80? It was buying it because everybody was telling me that it was shipping in like a month. In January. You know what I don't have? In May? The Neo 80. I got a lot of experience with it. What can I say? What can I say? Average keyboard shipping in January. Yeah. I finally messaged Keebs for All and was like, yo, when is it coming? And they're like, oh, don't worry, it will be here in June. And I was like, June is when it says the batch 2 is fulfilling. Why did I not get it as part of batch 1? Like, what? This is why I hate group buys. Because, like, the Neo 80 might be cool, but there's probably a ton of other keyboards out there that are cool as well. Like, why should I wait 5 months for it? What do you mean June? Like, okay, so even Temu, even gosh darn hecking Temu, I bought stuff. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I broke, and I bought stuff from Temu, okay? And it was 15 days late. Sucks. But you know what Temu did? They gave me a full refund and said you can keep everything. They've got better customer support than Neo. Temu does. Tell me how that makes sense. I turned down 20 grand from those guys, and they're out here giving me better customer service. 20 grand. I should have taken it. That's like a car. My disappointment is immeasurable. Nola's behind me? Oh, she is. A little cutie patootie. Oh, feet up! Remember your anti-car? I am. I could have... I could have paid off student loans for somebody or something. I don't know. In the enclosure behind me is poison dart frogs. Is that a flexi spot desk? It is. Print, scroll, lock, pause. Insert home page up. Is that similar to socks instead of a CPU, the experience? I don't know. Yeah, I think so, maybe. But I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I think Temu might be good, guys. Like this, that's actually kind of worrying to me, because I was like, oh, everybody's saying they're a trash scammy company. But like, if you go into it thinking that Temu is bad, then you end up pleasantly surprised. Maybe? I don't know. I haven't tried their keyboards though, so their keyboards are probably just genuinely terrible. Okay. Bazinga. Where'd you get the board from? It shipped a month later for most people. I bought it from Keebs for All, and I sure as hell didn't get it a month later. Still waiting. Hi, Nola. Still waiting. Never really seen people with dart frogs. Yeah, isn't that crazy that you could just go out and buy poison dart frogs? Like, you could just get one. Like, one day, I was like, wait, that's a thing? Like, you can do that? And then that sent me down a rabbit hole. And I spent like a month getting everything ready to build the whole enclosure. I filled the enclosure with rare plants and orchids, and I let it grow in for about a month, and then I got poison dart frogs. Yeah, honestly, like, if a brand steals my data and sells it to the Chinese government, but they have good customer service, steal more data, please. Please. While you're, like, let me make it easier for you. What more do you want? If you're gonna give me a $70 credit just because, like, the thing was 15 days late, sign me up, dude. All is forgiven. Hipyo. Should I buy the Rainy 75? If you're buying it in stock, yes. But even back in the day, I told people to wait until the Rainy 75 was in stock. Because that's another thing where they've taken about a month longer to ship than they should have. And I think that's dumb. With how many units that they had made, granted, they did sell way more units than they were expecting. I think the Rainy 75 should have been in stock sooner. Period. And that's annoying to me. And I told them it's annoying. And they're like, yeah, we're going to try to do better. Okay, anyways. The board is built. Temu isn't bad because they sell bad stuff. It's bad because they are data thieves. Like, that's why. I use TikTok. I use Google. Everybody's stealing my data. Like, at what point do I care? If somebody's giving me a better service and stealing my data, like, I feel like I care less now. Like, my data means nothing to me. It's not my data anymore. It's ChatGPT's training data. Like, at what point do I feel like I'm important enough to care about my data? I don't think there is a point. Anyways, that's... The board is built. I think this looks really gorgeous, actually. I love the red accent. Temu uses slave labor? You probably typed that on an iPhone. Your parents probably have a wedding ring. Like, everybody does bad things. I don't know. Like, why are we shifting everything onto the consumers? You probably drive a car too. Yeah. A lot of these keyboards are probably made slightly unethically. Anyways, this keyboard ended up really pretty. There's no ethical consumption under capitalism. Yeah, amen, preach. Therefore, consume. I really like this back profile view. That's really pretty. Ooh. Ooh. Oh! Ooh. Holy. Oh, wait. That's a bit of a... The space bar is the worst part. That's a bit of a bummer. I noticed the F4. I'm very observant. Wow. I think what I'm most impressed about this thing on is actually how good the stabilizers are. Like, let's just go back one moment and remember that... Hi, Nola. Hop up. Hop up. Come on. Come say hi. Come say hi. Come on. I'll give you slaps. No? You don't want any slaps? Oh, there you are. Yes. There's some slaps. These are plate-mounted pre-lubed stabilizers. Do you talk about your frogs on the plant channel? I do. At Hipyo Plants. Are you going to bite the keyboard? Don't be a gremlin. Nola, you want me to punch you? Oh, okay. Oh, get your butt out of the camera. Hey, get that out of the camera. Hey. That's too much. Sensor bar. Hey. She's flopping. Okay, can you flop this way? That way you don't show your butt to the camera? Thank you. There we go. There. Oh, she's so content. Oh, she's gonna flop. Wait, don't flop on my keyboard though. Sorry. I don't want you to flop on my keyboard. Thank you. All right. I know. Nola, I don't want your butt in my camera. Thank you. Oh, she flop. She flop. RIP mousepad. Yeah, this mousepad's actually like really durable. Shout out to Kinetic Labs desk mats, which by the way, you can buy my desk mats from Kinetic Labs. ! KL. Pretty durable. I'm not even concerned about the slave labor thing. Just so you know, like credit card theft doesn't charges like 90% of credit cards nowadays, if there's a charge that's made that's not yours, you just say, hey, this wasn't my charge, and your credit card fixes it. Like, that's really not that much of an issue nowadays. How do you clean your desk mats? I've got a video on that, but essentially, I just spot clean them with dish soap. LTT screwdriver, but no LTT desk pad. I honestly like my desk pads quite a bit more than the LTT desk pads. I have had some of them. I got them from LTX. I like mine a bit better. Yeah. Anyways, this board is kind of insane. It's like It just sounds nice. Like, it's not too deep and thocky. It's not too poppy. It's not hollow. It's not pingy. It's just kind of right in the middle. Spacebar is the most disappointing part. But it's still good. Sounds like every other PE foam board. Wow, Ryan, what an original comment with so much evidence. That's so crazy. I think this board has PE foam in it. Hold on, let me check. I don't remember if this board has PE foam. It doesn't. Which board has PE foam? I swear there's a board next to me that had PE foam in it. Hold on. Which board? I've got it. All right, hold on. Wow, that's so crazy that those boards sound exactly the same because PE foam is in them. Wow, that's so freaking insane how the boards sound exactly the same because there's PE foam. Oh my god. Wow, that's so insane that the sound profile is exactly the same because I put PE foam in that keyboard. You're an idiot. Sorry, it pisses me off so much. That is actually the dumbest take in all of keyboards. I'm sorry. I had to say it. I had to say it. You're dumb. I'm sorry, Noel. I'm mad. I know I'm mad. I know I'm mad. I'm sorry. I don't want to just go out there and get mad. Out. Nola, why? It does sound similar. It's a keyboard. Every keyboard is going to sound like a keyboard at the end of the day. But to be that detractive just shows that you're not willing to do any form of work. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it just shows that I don't care about your opinion at all. Because PE foam does do something to a keyboard. Like, it shifts the sound profile in a way on each keyboard. But each keyboard is going to sound different depending on what's in it. The keycaps, the switches, the materials. Anyways. At some point in the last months, it became cool to hate on foam, but... Okay, so... this is one of my... Sorry, I'm sorry. Sorry if this hurts. It started with Discord servers, and it started with a lot of people that haven't tried a lot of keyboards. And it frustrates me a lot. It's one thing to have your preferences. It's another thing to put those preferences on other people in a negative way. It's, you know. Like, it is what it is. God, I did it again. I did it again. I'm sorry. I did it again. Anyways. I don't want to pick on Ryan, but it's something that I hear parroted so often in the keyboard community recently. And it's just factually wrong. Like, saying that foam makes every keyboard sound the same. Let me give you, like, this keyboard. This keyboard. This keyboard. They all sound completely different. They all have foam. They all have PE foam. And guess what? They don't sound the same. Isn't that insane? Like, in what world are people living that they can say foam makes every keyboard sound the same? And then have this as an example. Like, are you doing any critical thinking? What? Like, you can't genuinely... Am I insane? They're all keyboards. You got that. Anyways, I digress. I digress. The... Can you tell I'm a little bit jaded? I'm a little bit jaded. I'm like the grumpy old guy on the block now. No need to get so heated over a troll? I mean, yes. But I don't think he was trolling. I think he was genuine. And I think that's what makes me get more heated. Is when somebody genuine... Like, if somebody was trolling, it is what it is. But somebody that's genuine, that's when it gets more... You know, that's when I get more... Whoo-hoo! You know, I get locked in. But I complain about keyboards for a living. Like... That's, at the end of the day... That's what I do. I said it again? When did I say it? No. No. I said at the end of the day, right? I didn't say it is what it is, did I? That would be crazy if I did. No, what are you doing? What are you doing? You want scratches? Oh, God, I did, didn't I? Wow, that's really bad. How do I do that? Just, you know, you never feel more self-conscious about something until somebody points it out, and then hundreds of people point it out. Hi. Nola, hop up. Hop up. Hop up. Hop up. Come here. Oh, I knew Nola was going to wake up and ruin my vibes. Should I buy your coffee switches or not? I don't sell coffee switches. I sell coffee keycaps. They are sold out, though, so you can't buy them yet. Do you know when you're going to review the Wooting 80HE? I will review it when I get it at some point. So, hopefully later this year. I actually feel so honored that they did my Alfred impression. Like, I thought that was really funny and really cool. Yes, Miss Nolan, here. Here. You want beard scratches? No? Okay. Gone. Wait, what? Hold on. Hey, 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 hey. Okay. So anyways, I got completely derailed. This is classic Hipyo tech gets completely derailed. This is what the keyboard sounds like. I don't think it sounds muted at all. I think it sounds... quite clacky. Why are you biting me, honey? Hey, what are you biting me for? Like, it's not too loud. Let me try it on a desk mat. The Keychron K series is fine, but it's not great. Like saving up a bit more for the Newfie low profile or the low free low profile, you'll get a much better overall experience. Check out my video on those low profile boards if you want some more info. Okay, here's what this board. Thoughts on Mons Geek boards? They're fine. I've got a whole video on them you can check out. Okay. So, hey, Noah, stop. Should I plug it in? Let's plug it in. It's got RGB. It's got RGB. Yeah. Of course it has RGB. I mean, okay. You don't need to step there. Oh, I totally forgot this thing is wireless too. Wait, yeah, that's actually... When is the coffee keycaps coming back? Probably a month or two. We had to make a whole nother 500 units. All right, let me try this out. Pause my music. Nola's a Rex. Okay, honey. You're a bit much right now. You're a bit much right now. Dude, I love my coffee keycaps. The quality was stellar. Well, thank you. Thank you. June's going to be a big month for this channel. Yeah, it's going to be busy. It's going to be busy. I don't think I'll ever make shine through keycaps. Nola is a Cornish Rex. All right. I'm going to type now. Is that okay? Am I allowed to type now? Is that okay? Okay, I'm going to type now. Okay. Yeah. I like it. Yeah. It's got that like slight pop to it. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. I'm trying to think of complaints. I mean, so these are stock switches. GMK keycaps with the default case foams. I haven't touched anything. And that was my experience with it. What's the total on that? I don't know what the... I think the keycaps were like $60 because I did the BOGO thing. crazy dog barking outside. Switches were 30. Board was 289, 319. So around $400. So definitely very expensive. This is definitely a get it if you like the aesthetic type of thing. The fact that it has 2.4 gigahertz wireless is kind of sick because not a lot of customs have that. 289 for the bare bones board. Yeah, okay, there we go. But it comes with stabilizers. It's not a group buy. Did I mention that it's not a group buy? I think that actually, I think a lot of people nowadays would pay $100 to not wait 4 months for something. But it is, I didn't say it. I caught myself there. But yeah, that's this keyboard. That's the Zone, wait, not the Zone X. That's the Nature 80. I think it's cool. I think it offers some cool features. And I think it's a step in the right direction. If any of you are interested in it, I will have it linked down below. I'd say you can save 5% with code Hipyo, but that's really not well, actually no, 5% on $300, you know? That's like $15. Yeah, that's pretty good. Is it a metal case though? Oh, it's metal. Yeah, it's full aluminum. It also has an internal weight as well. Yeah. Like, I'm not sure who they made this board for. Like, I think it's a really tight niche nowadays. Like, I feel like to sell a $300 keyboard, you kind of have to appeal to, like, the grumpy elitists of the hobby, or the really passionate tech workers. So, like, what's the weight? Do you have a scale? I don't have... Wait, do I? No knob, no interest? Yeah, I actually would have loved to have seen, like, a knob or a screen on it. I really do just love knobs. It's 5 pounds even. 5 pounds even with the keycaps and switches. So it's substantial, but not like super ultra mega heavy. The price point of a keyboard in 23, 24 have been insane. Yeah, it's a race to the bottom for sure. And I think that's a literally like awesome thing for consumers. Bad thing for the makers of the hobby. It's definitely harder than ever for like a small maker to get into like group buys and custom board design. Is it worth waiting for the Rainy 75 from Drop? Drop is selling the Rainy 75 now? Really? I would just wait, honestly. Like, I personally hate the idea of locking your money up in group buys. Like, I cover group buy boards because I think making the content is important and interesting and it will do well. But I don't think you should buy group buy boards. Keyboards as art. I'm seeing a resurgence in small 20-25 batch keyboards. Yeah. I think that's how it should be. Where like this is like a statement piece. Like this, that looks really pretty. That looks like art. Rainy is overhyped AF. It was good a year ago. I think it's hyped about as much as it should be, honestly. As someone that's actually tried it, yeah, I think it's hyped about as much as it should be. $25 or 50 units? Yeah, I think 50 units is good for a small scale group buy. Like, there's certain things that if you're making a keyboard you should compete on nowadays, and there's certain things you shouldn't compete on. Why does it extend so much on the left side? It's an aesthetic choice. Is Nola vegan? Nola is not vegan. Nola has killed many a flies. Many a flies. Wilmir's SK75 look like it's going to be good competition to the Rainy 75. I will be checking that out soon. And I agree. I do agree. There's actually 3 or 4 competitors to the Rainy 75 that are going to be coming out in the next month or two. And that's partially why I think you should wait on the Rainy 75. Because the Rainy 75 is... Rainy has also been not so fun experience with them supplying vendors before backers. There's some nuance there. Like, there's vendor agreements that have to be honored. Like, ultimately, at the end of the day, what matters is that everybody gets their keyboard. Things getting delayed sucks, and I've told them that. But yeah, there's some nuance. Like, for example, they've supplied Amazon because Amazon fulfillment takes 3 months or so sometimes. So in order to get the board in stock, there's like a 2 to 3 month delay to get your product on FBA. So like that makes sense, right? Anyways, I'm done with the keyboard, but I'm still just hanging out because I think it's interesting. Yeah. Nola's just chilling. Just absolutely chilling. Yeah, wait, why is somebody just spamming? That's so weird. Okay, hold on. Tuned in late, show us the board. One moment. One moment. Okay, here we go. We did it. Oh, E1 beat me to the punch. Okay. Here's the board. It's the Nature 80. I decided to build it with GMK boobs. I really like the way that this turned out. I like the colored accents. Like, would I use this keyboard? No. My reasoning, I got into custom keyboards to have keyboards that are smaller. I use a 75% with like a tight, non-exploded layout. So like, to me, this board is too big. Like way too big, actually. It's almost like the footprint of like a numpad over here. But for someone that doesn't care that much, or for someone that's like not playing video games and like doesn't have big mouse sways, then this could be pretty interesting. Review the CIY X77. I'll think about it, actually. Yeah, that's on my list. I've been told that one a lot. So yeah, like this is an art keyboard, but it is still useful. So I think that there's some perks to that. What are your thoughts on Work Ladder? They're really good at marketing. They're really good at marketing. Yeah. Can you bring innovation to the EC market? I'm trying. I'm trying. It's really demoralizing though. Have you tried the Epomaker Aula keys? I think they're sending me one soon. When will you design your own Switch and bare bones kit? Like, I've tried to make my own keyboard like 4 different times now and scrapped it every time. Like, if I make a keyboard, I want it to be something I can say is like the best and stand behind it. And just haven't gotten there yet. I also don't know if I feel like investing like 200 grand into buying like 1,000 keyboards or 2,000 keyboards, or I don't know how much it would be. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that right now. I feel like other people do what I could do but better. She's chilling. Is Zoom 75 having another group buy soon? I can't talk about that. What's your method to discover new keybs? I mean, at this point, new keybs discover me. Like, I used to troll a lot of Discord servers and Reddit, and like I'd have to put in so much work. But now, like, if there's a new keyboard that I need to try, odds are like 10 people have told me about it, and the brand has messaged me. So, new keyboards find me, usually. Sometimes something slips through the cracks, but then you guys definitely let me know. Yeah, everybody's here for Nola. Nola, people are saying hi. Just came to say thanks about the GMK67. Hey, I'm glad. I'm glad you like it. Did a Neo Ergo find you yet? I don't know if that's the same person that asked that earlier. But I don't want to get into the Neo rant again. I think the Yunzi AL66 is a really good first-time keyboard because there's some flaws with it. And I think from my biased perspective, if you get a keyboard with some flaws, then that kind of gets you into like the tinkering aspect of the hobby sooner. Have you tried a Dactyl Manuform? No, but a lot of people have been asking about that recently. Oh, your Rainy 75 came today. That's amazing, Jeff. I'm glad you like it. That's so far from everyone that's received one, they have been really stoked, and that makes me happy. Can you tell us about the mint green keyboard on your desk, please? So I've got 2 videos on this keyboard. If you search like the thockiest keyboard ever, I've got a video where I build it. It's an electrocapacitive keyboard that's like Frankenstein together. I absolutely love the feel of electrocapacitive NIS switches. And the sound is like decent enough, but for me the feel is most important than everything. And it's got my very first keycap set. What was it? My Delight, Infinity Delight. Yeah, it's just a basic plastic keyboard, but it's the keyboard that I use almost every day because the feel is so stinking good. And like, it's something that is really hard to demonstrate on YouTube videos, but like, feel is the most important thing to me. Which you'd think, oh, he cares about sound the most. But no, it's just you can't demonstrate feel over a YouTube video. Yeah, come here. Come lay down. There you go. Don't start chomping. Don't start. There you go. Is the kit, Adam, good for building your first keyboard? I don't really think so, honestly. I think it's a novelty keyboard, but I wouldn't build it as your first keyboard. Like, maybe it's fun, but if you only have one keyboard to build, she's biting. Why are you biting? Hey, excuse me. Ow, ooh, ee, ah, ah. Yeah, I think the NIS Topra debate is totally preference. I really prefer NIS switches, actually, to Topra switches. I've tried some of both, and I've settled on NIS switches as being my favorite. I got my Epomaker Shadow X today. Nice. Could you do a video on every keyboard you have and put them on a tier list? I've kind of done that, but not really, because a tier list doesn't really fit. But like my I tried 60 keyboards so you don't have to video is a similar vein. Yeah, there's a severe drought of like 75% electric capacitive keyboards, which is hilarious. How can I tell my brother that the Everest Max is horrible? Some people just gotta find out on their own. Any good wood case makers? Barrett Creative, my friend Toby. Type exclamation point Toby. He makes some of the best wooden cases that you can get in keyboards. You're the one that got me into the hobby, and now I have 9 keybs and I blame you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Also, if you have 9 keyboards, this is a great segue, by the way. Hold on. I don't know if you know this, but I actually just launched a keyboard marketplace, and it is actually the best place to buy and sell keyboards. Without a doubt. Super biased, but it is the best place. It's called Boardwalk. You can check it out with this link, district.net/boardwalk. If you live in the US, Canada, or Australia and New Zealand currently, you can buy and sell keyboards with full buyer and seller protection. That means if anything goes wrong, we step in, we make it right. If you have keyboards or keycaps or art or anything that you need to get rid of, or if you're trying to spot a good deal, you should sign up on Boardwalk. Any chance Boardwalk will expand to the UK? Yeah. UK and Europe are planned, but laws are hard. So we're getting there. Following laws is actually really tough. Did you guys know that? Yeah, kind of insane. So I recommend you check out Boardwalk. I think Boardwalk is super incredible. I've put a lot of time behind it. Like a lot of time behind it. So check out Boardwalk. Sell some keyboards. And buy some keyboards. Get a good deal. And some keycaps. Also, later this year, I'm going to be giving away over 30 keyboards on Boardwalk. So, over 30 keyboards. Yeah, there has been some really cool stuff on Boardwalk already. Some really cool old vintage stuff. Like, I'm really happy with the people that have signed up as sellers already. Ever tried buckling springs? No, I haven't actually. Civive keyboards? Nope, never tried them. A keyboard for around $100? There's a ton of places to start. A ton of places to start. It just depends on what you care about in a keyboard. Do you play The Legend of Zelda? I don't. The Ajaz 820K Pro. I might be checking that out soon. Yeah, I use like 35 gram springs. I'm a seller, only took a day to get verified. Yeah, it's super easy to become a seller. It is super easy. There's some steps that you have to go through to make sure that it's legal, that other keyboard marketplaces should be following. But it's really important, and it ensures that you as a seller are protected and that the buyer is protected as well. So it's like, we went through lots of steps. It's not perfect, but it is darn close. Oh, and actually, I didn't even mention this, but the chat feature in Boardwalk is pretty sick. It's basically like a community, similar to Discord. But like, it can also form around like the products that are being sold. So like, if somebody's selling keycaps, you can be like, hey, well, these keycaps work on this. And it's cool. It's cool. Anyways. I'm trying to think. What do you think of the keyboard salvation? I've tried it in person and I wasn't that impressed. But it was fine. It was a fine keyboard. Yeah. It looks a lot like Discord or Slack. It's intuitive. Yeah. The UI team nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. What's your favorite cafe in the Seattle area? I'm really selfish because I don't want to say my favorite because I don't want them to get busy. Because they're so good and they're affordable. So I can't tell you my favorite cafe in Seattle. I could tell you my second favorite. My second favorite is... Actually, I don't know if I have a second favorite. Yeah, I don't know. When is feet reveal? I revealed them the other day. You just gotta pay more attention, you know? Hipyo, you leaked your address? I hope not. I mean, everybody knows I live in Seattle. I tell people I live in Seattle. Seattle's a big city. Yeah. I'm a Seattle enjoyer. Miss Nola. Okay, anyways. I think that's about all I have for the stream today. So I hope you guys were enjoying today's stream. Did you like me streaming again? Are you gonna check into more streams in the future? Let me know. Get subscribed, hit the follow button. I might stream more often. I might not stream more often. Who knows? It's all about vibes. Tell your friends, hey, Hipyo's streaming. Hipyo's gonna rant about keyboards today. Hipyo's gonna be a grumpy little guy because somebody said foam makes every keyboard sound the same. If you guys are interested in this board, thanks to IQunix for sponsoring this video. You can check it out with the links down below or !build. I think this board isn't perfect and it's expensive. If you like the aesthetic, that's great. I love that they're doing stuff in stock and I think they need to do more of it. So if you like the design, go support it. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Farewell.